U2S Media.
This give you a chance to communicate with each other, reconnect with your loved ones, and reconnect with your kids, and reconnect with people that you love, man. And this gives you the opportunity to do that, because you're gonna be stuck with these people no matter what, especially if it gets serious.
It is we back.
Welcome to another dope episode of Up the Sun. We the host, Trapper the God, Bill Bixby, and like always, we're here to give you the real.
But as we always do, we gotta shout out the engineer, Pablo,
Bissimo,
aka Trap That Teasy,
one and only,
aka
the Supreme Being. Shout out.
Run it, cuz.
So, before we get into it, man, what's going on with the neckerchief and the soldier rag?
Neckerchief. It's just a bandana. Alright. So we actually in war right now. Chemical war. So I decided to throw on the soldier rag.
Okay, the soldier rags.
We under chemical warfare that we're not prepared for in our country. We're prepared for the bombs, and when I say chemical warfare, I know we got chemical bombs and all that, but no, I'm talking about the silent killer. You know, like the viruses, the sicknesses. So, I got on my soldier rag, bro.
Salute to that. And it's the perfect colors. Because it camouflage in.
That's up.
Excuse me.
We look like the old hot boys. You did.
Exactly.
White teed up.
Hey, taking it back. Quarantine days.
Quarantine, day one.
So, of course, man, we still here. The coronavirus still here. So guess what, bitch? We ain't talking about nothing but the coronavirus, because that's what's popping off.
Yeah.
That's really the lead thing that's going on everywhere, so we really can't hide from it.
Yeah.
So now, especially with Florida, we have new rules.
Exactly.
We have a curfew now,
Exactly.
11 to 5.
Yeah.
Nobody's supposed to be out during those times,
Exactly.
and where they're really trying to limit people being out.
It's like 9:30 right now, so
We pushing the limit.
Push it to the limit. For real.
Well, we don't got to worry. Pablo like an escape artist with the car, so we're gonna make it us no problem. That nigga high speed chase.
The marshmallow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Powder puff.
You see that bitch on the road, bro? Hey, you don't even
Make
see
way, cause he gon' that bitch like a bumper car. That bitch gonna move you. Not only do we have the curfew, we got the official decree that they're gonna be sending out money and everything, starting next 2 weeks. I think the first check's supposed to go out April 6th or something like that. But they're talking about making it even earlier than that because of the crisis that's going on. But it's been passed as a law in the bill that the money will be sent out. I think they're just choosing about who's going to get it first, and all the the particulars about what is going to go on.
I heard the ones that file taxes are the ones that getting it. I'm not sure how true that is, but that's what.
I mean, like
what was said.
That's another thing that I don't want to get into, but it's really no particulars, man. All we hearing is the noise
Exactly.
of people getting money. So shit, that's what everybody running with. Nobody's worrying about the particulars, what could happen when you get this money. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody reading the fine print right now.
True.
You know what I mean? And that's a big problem with our culture. You know what I mean? When there's some free money involved, shit, we ain't worried about what we got to pay for later.
I'm glad we talking.
Give me the
about
money now.
I'm glad we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Because I see somebody else was saying that, talking about, it's been a whole debate on social media about whether we should take the money, whether we should not take the money, whether we're not going to pay it back, whether you're not. And I was thinking like this, especially you motherfuckers out there. You owe niggas from 20 years ago $20 and you still ain't paid them back. So why you worried about paying the government back?
Okay.
First of all, like, it ain't like you gonna pay them back anyways. You probably owe back taxes and all kind of shit that you still gotta pay back. It's like I was telling somebody the other day. why is you worried about paying this motherfucker back? Even if you do gotta pay him back, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. They can't make you give them the money back. But at the same time, they not giving, like I told you, first of all, let's stop and make it seem like Trump the one giving us this money. Trump ain't giving us shit. The government is giving back money that we gave to them. That's how I see it. Bitch, we gave y'all money, you're literally giving it back. Even though they have to print this money because we $1 trillion in debt and shit like that. But, like I told people, we can always print new money. Especially when we spending it within the United States. It's different when you're trying to spend it outside with other countries' currency because it doesn't hold value. But it holds value here in the States because we're the one that's going to spend it anyways. It's our dollar, so they can do shit like that.
Before we get up running with that, I'm going to tell you, people, pay whatever you got to pay. Because at the end of the day, this shit, like, you're going to go on a run forever. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, credit is king, it's law. You know, if you want to get a house, all this, you ain't gotta worry about putting that in somebody else's name. Pay these people their money, man. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, there's certain people that, you know, really can't wiggle out of that situation they're in, but you know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you can, pay that shit back, do what you gotta do, have your credit right, bro.
And another thing
That's
with
just
what
a
you
message.
saying,
You feel me?
and like to piggyback on what you saying too,
Yeah.
be smart with your money. How much money they give you, man. If you don't need to spend it, don't spend it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Keep it. Wait to find out all the particulars, and then if you do have to pay it back, you don't have to worry because you didn't even spend it, and you were ahead of the game.
And don't spend the money. Like, shit, like, that's all we doing right now, man. Everybody running around like motherfucking Hurricane Hugo about to hit us right now, buying up all the toilet paper, buying up all the sanitizer, alcohol. They're making their own goddamn sanitizer.
And the biggest
All
thing
the
with
bleach.
that is why, you know, we buying toilet paper and stuff like we going through a flood or a hurricane. Just because the coronavirus is out there, they're not shutting off your water, people. You can still drink water.
And wash
You
your
can
ass.
still do things like, people are buying things like, and
Wash
I know,
your ass.
but it's so funny because people in Florida treat the coronavirus like a hurricane. You know how I'm saying? Like, well, you need to get water because your power might be out, and you need to get this stuff because, you know, but y'all...
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I was having the same conversation with somebody, man. Because like I was thinking the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why is everybody buying all of this toilet
Treating it
paper
like a hurricane.
and treating it like, you know, a real disaster? But at the end of the day, I had a conversation with someone. It was a young lady. You know what I mean? You know, the women always have the opposite opinions of us. You know, and she kind of said something that kind of resonated. She was like, hey, okay, what if they shut everything down just like they shut down Italy? You can't go to stores, you can't do this. You gotta have a stockpile of things to, you know, keep yourself afloat. You know, you don't know how long the shutdown will be or whatever. So they kind of preparing for that.
I'm all right. So I'm glad. I mean, like we always say, it's never wrong to ask questions.
Yeah.
Because we live in an age where you can find ourselves. They shut the borders down to Italy. You still, Italy could still go to grocery stores and stuff like that. They can still, you can't, even if you buy all the stuff now, it's not gonna last you because you don't know how long.
Exactly.
So for her to say that, yeah, I understand, because if you're thinking that way, then yeah, but it's not really like that. When they close their borders off to people, but they're just like us, recommending people not go out, but you still have to go out for necessity. They still have to give you groceries because you're gonna use it.
Or is this delivery? Or whatever.
Exactly. Whether it's delivery or they're still gonna feed you, so you don't have to overbuy and overstock. But the funny thing is, people are not overstocking on dry goods and stuff that non-perishables, the shit that's not gonna go bad. You're overstocking on shit that's gonna go bad anyways. You have the stuff that people buying like milk, and you go in the stores, milk and all the meat gone. And like that shit can only last so long. And you can't eat all the shit that you're buying. If you do, you're really just wasting money, because then when you do get to a fucked up patch, you done used up everything that you had. So that's what me and you are speaking on more. Be smart and about how you do it. Like I said, people going and buying up everything, like for what, bruh? You buy all this stuff. I mean, unless you smart, like some people are. A lady that's there on the street from us, she overstocked on shit and she started selling it out of her house. Gang shit. And I told my sister, she's a coupon shopper. And the crazy part is, the lady said she wasn't buying stuff because of the corona. She's always been a coupon shopper that stopped on shit.
Hey, that's one thing with the fucking couponers.
They are
I'm
living.
motherfucking
What?
yeah, bro.
Nah.
They open shop, bro.
After
Open a
this,
pop-up shop.
After this, I bet y'all ass gonna learn how to coupon now.
Yeah, man.
I guarantee you, because coupon people are winning.
Yeah.
They're like the genius
Right.
people.
They got a whole room full of shit.
Storage
Full
room
of tissue.
full of shit. Tissue out the ass. The lady was, and then the crazy part, the lady was so good. The lady was so nice. She wasn't even selling the shit she had for regular price, bro. She was selling stuff for $1. Jugs of bleach.
That's dope, man.
24 packs of Charmin tissue for $2, $3. Like, you know, because she knew people needed it and she just had so much. And but it speak more on what we were speaking about, how in order to beat a crisis like that, we gotta have more people like her, like people that's willing to help out. Stop trying to be for self. People going here buying up everything because they so worried about their little home. But the crazy part is everybody else die. And you the only person left with all the shit. What's the shit? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose?
You ain't got no friends.
If everybody down around you, everybody going without, people gonna rob your house.
We
If
need
they
each
know,
other.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
some
need each
dogs
other.
gonna get kicked in.
Hey, those definitely gonna get kicked in if they know that you done bought up all the shit. And you know what I'm saying? So
We
it's
see
like,
you couponing.
we see y'all couponing, bitch. We know you got shit already in there.
Exactly.
But like I said, but it's a serious situation, but it's not a serious situation to the point where how we're like I can understand if this coronavirus affected water and the water facility was shut down, so you have to go buy a bottle of water. And, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
it's
so
not
let
it.
me ask y'all a question. Like throughout all this situation, like have either one of y'all come to a point like, damn, this shit serious? Yeah, not yet.
But I'm gonna tell you something about me. I am, and me and Pablo was speaking about this the other day after we left here. I've never been a person to panic. Maybe it's my military background, or maybe, but I've never been a person to just go into panic mode about anything. You know what I'm saying? So, cause even the one thing
You should be wearing the soldier rag.
one thing I always tell people too is that panicking never solved anything. Panicking only put you in more danger.
Yes.
When you panic,
Yes.
it put you in more danger.
Yes.
So I
Right.
never understood the fact of panicking, bruh. Because when you panic, you start not thinking clearly.
Exactly.
You start moving off of instinct.
You forget
You
everything
forget
practice.
that you was practicing and you end up fucking yourself up.
Yeah.
So when I see people panicking and, oh, buy now, go here. Like, first of all, calm fuck down. Calm fuck down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take a
agree with
breather,
that. I
step
agree
back.
with that.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't be worried, but you don't have to panic.
Big gems.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Big ass gems.
Because when you panic, like I said, the crazy part is all the people who panic and went and bought all this shit now early. Just think about all the memes you've seen with people like day 2. And it's only the crazy part about it is we're not even really quarantined the fuck yet, bro.
Okay.
And people
We
are
definitely
panicking.
not.
So when we really get quarantined, people are not gonna know how to handle that shit
But-
because.
Yeah.
People, don't, you know, I'm finna let you go, but you know what I'm saying. But people don't even know how to handle it,
Yeah.
and you can still go places.
Yeah.
You can still. What about when they really shut shit down and they got the armored trucks and you can't do shit? You motherfuckers is gonna lose your mind, bro. And half of you motherfuckers don't even like the people that you're stuck with. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Yeah, but
speak
shit,
on it.
all I was gonna say, like, I'm just carrying on what you're saying, like, and the main reason people like out here just fucking going crazy right now is like it's the news, man.
Exactly.
It's the motherfucking news. The news got y'all out here scared. Got y'all out here buying up the whole goddamn convenience store, Walmart, motherfuckers fighting and shit.
You see it?
Goddamn.
Over tissue.
Yeah.
Over tissue, bro.
Over tissue.
I think, you know, people get scared because the count keep going up, you know, and then at a pause. So when the count keep going up, people start.
I mean, but the count is worldwide though. It's
Exactly.
not.
No, they got to count it
For each
every
state, but
yeah.
even if the count going up, it's not a count of people dying. It's just a
Exactly.
count of people being affected.
I'm talking about that, like, dying count is going up
But
worldwide.
the crazy,
Yeah.
but the crazy part is, even with the people that's being affected, they're not sickly. They're not showing sickly. You just
Yeah.
have it.
Exactly.
So, and they told you the people at the most risk are the elderly. They just put out the other day that the kids not even that much of a risk. You know what I'm saying? So really, the only people you need to be worried about is your grandparents or somebody that's already have a weak immune system deficiency.
Exactly.
But far as you healthy
Respiratory problems,
motherfuckers
shit like
that's
that.
out here, listen, you healthy as shit if you can still go out and do some
Yeah.
shit. The people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's just pump our brakes, man. Let's not be fooled by, you know what I'm saying, the little stuff. And on what you were saying, man, we have to, we too smart to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Don't you hate a smart, dumb person? Like, that's the worst person I hate.
Everybody panicking, bro. Like
Exactly.
like,
And that's,
focus,
but that's what's
panic.
causing them to be dumb.
Exactly.
Because the panic mode
can't focus, you
erases logic out of your mind.
Exactly.
Now, logic is not there. It's like, oh, I just gotta do it. Oh, she buying up all the tissue. Bitch, we need some tissue. Oh, they buying up all the water. Oh no, we're not gonna. Calm down, bro. Go boil you some fucking water. Then freeze it. And if you really want to be careful, boil that bitch again and then freeze it again. There's ways that you can. And that, you know, somebody put like black people, ghetto people, and people of poverty. We know how to survive in these instincts. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in poverty can't go and buy up everything because they don't even got the money to buy up everything.
Hey, man, and shit. Like I was trying to go into that later. Man, keep that book.
We'll come back
keep
to
that
it.
bookmark. But what I wanted to go into is like we post shit on like we on Instagram and Facebook. You know what I mean? And a lot of the times, like, we don't even talk about the shit we post, man. We try to inform people like on a daily basis or as much as we can do it, but we don't even talk about it on the podcast. Okay, so like we kind of need to talk about, you know, like the Bill Gates post that we posted.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty much talking about like how America, like we invest all our money into war. You know, we don't invest our money into chemical warfare and to medicine and to things like we don't even think about this type of thing happening. Therefore, we're not even ready right now. You know what I mean?
And you're right, because every country is always more about threat level than, you know, what can we do to fuck somebody else up before they fuck us up?
We're thinking about a wrong warfare.
Yeah, exactly. We're always going to think to be the ones fucking people up more than. And the thing with what we posted about the Bill Gates thing is that, like, people, you know, he stepped down too. Yeah. A lot of those people stepped down. People that spoke about certain things, a lot of people stepped down because, and we could, you know, conspiracy theorists saying that they knew this was going to happen, and people, you know, maybe it was planned to happen. But we spoke about this too, about population control. But before we go any further, with the situation with Bill Gates and just people who knew that was something virus was gonna.
This happened 4 years ago, by the way.
And I mean, go check TED
speech
Talk
or whatever, you know.
And, you know.
No, fuck that. Go to U2S Media Facebook and look at it, man. It's right there. Fuck TED Talk.
If you look at the stuff that like Bill Gates and stuff, money is power, and money is not only power, money is privilege. Exactly. You're privileged to information
and
that
knowing,
people. Exactly.
Yep,
You're privileged to knowing things that people like me and you might not have the privilege, or we get the privilege, but it's later on.
Exactly.
They're privileged to know stuff because
you get to know the future.
But because they're working in labs with these people,
right.
They're working in, you know, places where, because they're the ones that's helping build a lot of this stuff, so they have privileged, you know, insight on these things.
Oh yeah.
So whether he knew that it was going to be the corona or not, because I
definitely don't think he
knew that it was going to be corona, but people study things that's going to happen in the future. People actually out there study what can possibly. So we already done had warfare and stuff. So like I told people, it was only logical to think that a chemical or a disease or a virus could affect us and kill. You know what I'm saying? That's not like that's not something to be surprised about. Like when people say, "Oh, he knew beforehand," like it's like, to me, it's like that's not a shock that he might have known something, or a lot of rich people and people in the know might have known something, because they're just like, and I was telling people about Wuhan, China. There's like, "Oh, Chinese people created the coronavirus." Nigga, there's 19 different coronavirus. That's why it's COVID-19. The coronavirus been around for a while, bruh. But just like with anybody, any government or thing, they're always finding different ways to enhance something to their benefit. Just so happened when Wuhan was trying to advance on the coronavirus, they could have been looking for a cure. But we all know all cures are made from the virus or the disease. That's how cures are made. You have to inject something with the virus. So in the process of trying to find a cure, maybe they fucked around and made a super germ, which they couldn't have known that it was going to outbreak the way it was. So the reason I'm speaking on this is because our president, or their president, Trump, he's,
I didn't know you get your goddamn check now.
fuck him. Listen, he ain't never gave me nothing, like the government or anybody. So it ain't gonna change me, my nigga. I always been a hustler. Most of the time I'm on the street. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to get it.
We don't get no food.
I ain't getting no food. I don't get food stamp, WIC, none of that shit that people get it. So believe me, him not
All
passing
off
me
the
this,
muscle, baby.
all off the motherfucking muscle, my nigga. So it don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, he'll say, "Oh, it's a Chinese virus," and then people are just, people need somebody to blame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just need somebody to blame. But to blame Chinese people to make it seem like, oh yeah, we was out here. No, we got people in chemical labs making some fucked up shit too. Just like Russia, Japan, Africa, whoever got the technology to be able to do it, they're doing it. So that right there is crazy.
I don't think that makes sense. Because I don't it's too much. Like, I can see the scenario of okay, China put some shit out there because they're the only one that got a cure. Technology is so far now to where, hey, everybody gonna find their own cure.
Yeah.
So that don't even make fucking sense.
And I feel you, because if the Chinese if they had a cure and they was trying to fuck everybody else up, why 90% of the people who was getting really fucked up was the people in their shit first?
But as we saying, they are the most populated.
They are.
They are the most populated.
And not only that, and I don't have the corona. I've been smoking. I've been at work.
They got a corona test, bro.
I know. They got it knocked down. You can take it at home too.
No. I'm talking about like a ghetto test.
What's the ghetto test?
You know how black people.
Oh, I did.
If you can hold your breath for 20 seconds and not cough, you ain't got the corona.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
First of all, bitch, I'm a
All
smoker.
right, it's really 10 seconds.
And I'm
All
fat.
right, let's do it. Right. Let's do it, bro.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. No, bitch, you cough. I seen it, Teasy. You fucking cough, bitch. Bitch, it's on.
Oh, okay.
You cough.
Okay, I'm glad we said this because I told people on the last podcast that Pablo was patient zero any fucking ways. This nigga been having the same cold for 2 years.
The bitch has even cough like Steph Curry, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really. But I think we taking it too far with the coughing and no, I feel. I'm talking about people in the world.
He wouldn't be in this.
Exactly. And I'm with Teasy, bro. If we had the corona, we just gonna have the corona together, and then we gonna go give it to other people.
Hey, let me say this, bro. One thing about it, my nigga, I would die with y'all niggas.
I would die with y'all.
Like, it ain't nobody else
But
to
think
say
about
that
it.
about, bro.
Who would better?
We'll die together.
What better way to spend our last couple of days than with us and maybe some bitches?
Maybe some bitches. That was some bitches.
Well, we gonna call on the bitches.
Oh yeah, listen. You probably gonna die with us. Like I told my chick, listen, if you love me, you gonna get the coronavirus when I get it.
You understand?
And you gonna go out with me if you really love me.
That's
That real love.
That's real love. That's another topic. But also, like, speaking on it, since we on it, what about the quarantine and the curfew, and how do you feel about all that?
That's like
the quarantine.
4 or 5
It's really been a couple, depending on where you're from. Because some people been quarantined way before we even started. Florida is just starting to get under their stuff. And we really not fully into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're still beginning. So you don't really have to be quarantined because, like I said, we only can't go outside between 11 and 5. They ain't really said, hey, nobody coming outside unless, necessities only. But they did put out a thing in the local news saying that within the next 48 hours, we are going to be on complete lockdown. Because, the National Guard is already here and all that stuff. And they're supposed to be building pop-up shops throughout Florida, like pop-up medical places throughout Florida because
the National Guard is always here.
But the crazy part is, the crazy part is that we are rapidly rising faster than other states due to the fact that we're a high tourist place. So our numbers are rapidly growing faster than other places because we're a high tourist place. So that's another problem.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we said this
and
because
that's crazy. We ain't even big as New York. New York is already on some
Exactly.
shit, bro. They
But-
already locking shit down
just earlier,
because they so big.
just yesterday, the
And they're a
mayor,
big tourist place too.
the commissioner and the mayor and somebody else got into it in Florida, and it's all over. And you know, Florida stay in the fucking spotlight because we always doing some dumb shit. But I salute the dude, and I apologize that I don't know his name. I think his name is like Omari something or Omar something, but he's like the commissioner. But he was getting
Commissioner of what?
of Florida, like he the commissioner or some shit. This is only Florida, but he was calling out the mayor and somebody else because they were charging people, even though we're going through a pandemic, they were still charging people light bills and stuff, trying to make people pay their light bills, knowing that people need their money for
Pandemic, like
Yeah.
hold on, before you keep like shit. We always want to educate our people. A pandemic happens when like a virus or something gets out of control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not epidemic yet,
Yeah.
but it's pandemic. Like when it gets out of control of like procedures, you know, the containment. Once it gets out of containment, it's pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
But once you know the numbers get into it, that makes it an epidemic.
Yes, good knowledge, good shit. So shout out to him because he was calling out a lot of people because he was pretty much saying that the mayor and this other person was abusing their power because you know they like, and he said he's like, you're more focused on getting your votes and stuff for people to vote you back in office, but you don't care about them. And so the lady, she was a colonizer. She was all like, you know, meeting adjourned. You're like, shut this bitch down. He's like, you don't hold that power. She's like, fuck you, bitch, and like walked off. That's pretty much what she said. I'm just talking in nigga term about how it happened. But
That's what she said.
That's pretty much what she was like, fuck you, nigga, because he was a black guy. I run this shit. I don't care what you say. And then she tried to make it seem like colonizers always make me laugh because the first thing they say, oh, you're videotaping this? Oh, yes, bitch, we gotta put you on camera because if I just say you did this, nobody's gonna believe me because white people don't believe shit that black people say unless you got evidence. Let's just make that clear.
We in fucking perfect harmony.
Come
right
on,
now.
man.
That's true.
True.
We in perfect harmony.
If we don't have fucking evidence, if we don't videotape you,
Watch this.
barbecue Betty and all these other, you gonna get away with the shit.
Yeah.
So we have to videotape you.
Yeah. But check this out, bro. Like I was watching a conversation. I don't know, man, bro. Like I've been working so hard lately, bro. Like I'm like 15 hours in overtime right now, man.
Salute.
Real shit because of this pandemic. But a conversation that I did get a chance to watch was like people are saying, you know, like some people are saying the interview I watched, people were they were talking about like black people are gonna be, you know, the ones that get affected the most because of the situation. You know what I mean? Because like imagine how many black people who don't have insurance. They're gonna push the Medicaid shit to the side and they're gonna give everything to the motherfuckers that got the money. Once you get to that point, who's gonna be affected the worst behind this shit if it turns into an epidemic?
But the crazy,
We gonna be the ones, and our culture's gonna be the ones that's affected the worst.
the funny part about that, are the silver lining to that, is that we are the least people affected by it right now. Like, it's like the virus don't really fuck with us like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny part. But I get what you're saying. But when it gets to a point where it does start affecting us, because there's so many people without healthcare and stuff to treat it. But what's even more crazy is that the people who's getting most treatment and most tests are the people that's rich and can afford to not worry about it. Like the movie stars, the celebrities, the basketball players. And, you know, people with money that don't really have, like, if they quarantine themselves for 18 months, they're going to be straight because they're millionaires. They don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the really kind of fucked up part come into, is that it shows you who the government cares about and who they don't.
And that's why people go into conspiracy. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like population control. Like maybe like people. I might get into a conversation like, hey, these black people getting too strong. They making too much money out here, man. It might be able to start tipping the, pendulum a little bit. You know what I mean? In their direction. Like, hey, let's kill some of these motherfuckers real quick. That's when the conspiracy shit come in, and this shit makes perfect logical sense at the same time.
And then not only that too, with another conspiracy is that this shit hit at the perfect time for Trump because this is an election year.
Yeah, if he beat it, well, he.
But even if,
strong.
but not even if they
This
beat it,
motherfucker like a hero.
but not even if he beat it, but the simple fact that we can't even really have a real vote because of the pandemic, that he might just automatically get the win because people aren't allowed to go vote and can't really vote like they want to. So he might just win this next term without even have to really fight for it.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody worry about nothing but Corona right now, bro. NBA done. You know what I mean? Like my nigga Bron was
Let's not leave on
ham.
this. Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here for a
Bron
while.
was going ham, bro.
Let's stay right here for a while
Like,
because
why my nigga Bron got bad luck like this,
listen,
bro?
I don't know.
Damn.
But listen, the crazy part is, remember when
Nigga, this would have clipped his ass.
we was talking about this way early in our first podcast, talking about how this sports year was going to be such a good sports year in both basketball, and then now look at all the shit that's happening in football. This year was going to be such a great
We
year.
just got
for
Todd
sports.
Gurley.
Oh yeah! Not only did y'all just get Todd Gurley, y'all got what's the name
Dirty
too?
Birds.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro, y'all done
yeah,
beefed
hated.
up. Boy, y'all done beefed up y'all shit. But it's just like, damn, bro. And remember, I was just telling you that the years before, like the last 2 years, I really watching basketball or football. But I was looking forward to this year in sports because it was such a, you know what I'm saying? So, and man, I was thinking about this because people was like, oh, it's gonna be all these quarantine babies, and I made a post saying that shit with the coronavirus, I don't see what. And
You're trying to start a population is about to double.
but I remember this. I mean this. If you niggas is still out here raw dogging bitches, and I'm not saying with your girlfriend, or with your significant other, because we know a lot of people are not locked in with their significant other.
Oh yeah.
You stupid. I'm just gonna say that shit out now. You better be strapping up and wearing masks with that bitch. With that chick.
Yeah, I mean they say they hit from the back.
Yeah.
Bitch caught that one.
Come on, man. Don't be having babies out of it. Don't fall for the trick, bruh. My dudes, all you niggas that raw dog, strap up. Please, bruh. The last thing you need is a coronavirus baby from a bitch you don't like. Because you was just stuck with
You
him.
thought you was gonna die.
You thought you was gonna die, you thought the end of the world was coming, so you like, man, I'm about to just go ham on this bitch for the next 30 days because we stuck together, and then look what you. Then you realize, oh, it wasn't that bad, now you wrote this bitch to get rid of the baby. And she over here like, money dance. Like, child support.
Daddy.
But while we canceling a lot of things, we ain't canceling the right things, but that's a different topic for another situation. We want to stick with sports
Man,
right
we get
now.
into that shit, baby.
Women.
Stay locked in now.
Women. I seen a post, man, and I love fucking women, bro. The chick
Love
posted,
you.
the female posted on Facebook talking about, please bring back sports because I've been fucking my nigga 6 times a day. And then a female,
Pressure!
and a female at the bottom was like, shit, you girl, I've been sucking dick every 2 hours.
Pressure!
Salute to you bitches that's still doing it though, bro.
Pressure!
Listen, cause what you thought was gonna happen? Oh, you thought we was gonna Netflix and chill? Hell, fuck no. We're gonna be 2 minutes in the Netflix and chill, and we just chilling, and we beating that shit up. And so, but I'm strap up though. Don't not strap up. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like with your old lady.
That's what I'm saying. But even with,
Pressure.
but I feel like exactly. I feel like it should be a lot of more.
Oh yeah.
But this and we have to find the good in anything. You know what I'm saying? Us as people, we need to. A good thing, and I feel this. A good thing about people having to sit with their families and be with their families, and LeBron talked on this, is that you actually have to. This give you a chance to communicate with each other, reconnect with your loved ones, and reconnect with your kids, and reconnect with people that you love, man. And this gives you the opportunity to do that because you're gonna be stuck with these people no matter what, especially if it gets serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So use this as a chance to really level up your relationship with people that you love, man.
And instead of going out and buying all the toilet tissue.
Exactly. Instead of
Get to know your people, man.
Get-
That's
get-
more important, dog.
Start doing better things for yourself, leveling up yourself, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, since you got all this free time, man, this is the perfect time to start planning goals about when shit start back up. You got so much time on your hand. You can plan goals of how you gonna level up and really do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So take this time to be constructive. Have fun in house. Stay in house. Stay out of. I know we as people, and it's not just black people. Us as just people, we love to be defiant. But sometimes, for your own safety and your own good, you might need to just follow some shit. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out, but limit the time, limit how much you're going out. Limit how much you're spending with other people that you don't know and you don't trust and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cut that shit in half, man, so that you will have a peace of mind. Because it's not even just for you. What about the people that you love that you don't know if you might be out here just frolicking around doing shit and then you take it back home, man?
Bro, cause shit, I be seeing people out here that and they act like they all worried, but they got their children out here all in the streets still, like it's regular. You know
I seen an old lady
in the buggy. Just
I seen a family.
You ain't that scared, bro.
Just a few hours ago, not even an hour, maybe 30, 40 minutes before Pablo swung through, I seen a family. They had their goddamn grandma out. Like, bitch, she's the most at risk.
Granny, I love you. I had to call you the other day. I called Granny yesterday.
Love, man.
And a couple of days before that.
You can prove a point. But the sad part is when you trying to prove a point that all this ain't really real, and then when it happen to you, I'm the kind of nigga that's gonna be like, ha ha. Like, that's me. Because you niggas is like, and I don't mean niggas as black people, I mean niggas as an ignorant person. You ignorant people just do shit just to get attention or whatever the fuck the reason why you do a lot of ignorant shit that you do.
Man, why you said that? Like we in social media culture, bro. So everything is a wave, man. Everybody wants to be a part of the wave that's going on when it's going on. Man.
Exactly, man.
That's the main thing that's going on with humans right now. You know what I mean? Everybody can see what everybody doing in every country, every city. You know what I mean? Everybody doing the same thing. There's like really no individuality left. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing what they do no more. Everybody, it take them here and there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody even sound like they from New York no more, or from the South no more. Like everybody got the same lingo, same slang.
They blended.
You know what I mean?
Gumbo.
It's kind of weird, bro.
So,
to be honest,
to make a light of a serious situation, which it's serious. I want to ask you and Pablo, what are some of the things that you plan on doing during the quarantine time? Pablo,
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Shit, man, ain't too much. It depends on how critical they're locking this bitch down. Cause I'm gonna be kicking back, playing the game, and probably be on the net trying to get a bitch to show her titties or something.
Like Boosie.
Yeah, like Boosie. I'm trying to get a bitch to bust something open.
We spoke on this before about the value of pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Boosie just had a lie where a bitch was showing the titties and pussy for 25.
25.
After he left with her.
under 40?
But his name's strong now, so.
I don't give a fuck! After that, though, he leveled off and gave her 50.
Even worse.
He leveled off.
He got the money.
But no, exactly. But he leveled off and gave her 50.
Yeah.
But man, shout out to Boosie Badass, cause that
He went up 10?
purity.
This motherfucker, he a millionaire though.
Cause she showed the pussy. She was just showing the titties.
That's like paying 40 cents.
Yeah, to him.
50
but
cents.
shout out to him for that. But I feel you. You trying to,
Yeah,
I feel you.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a lot of.
Bless her heart.
Yeah,
man.
I'll be a lot of
hopefully
net
she gets some
searching and
people
shit.
around her. You know what I mean? Cause at the end of the day, I'm not no He-Man woman hater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got a daughter, mother, sister. You know what I mean? People that women that in my life that I want to know the game and not be taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So that automatically gives me sympathy for every other woman.
I have no sympathy.
I figured that, Papa.
I mean, no. I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. Let me fix that. Like, I have sympathy for women that respect themselves.
I have sympathy for the ones.
If you're not my family.
I have sympathy for women that I know and care about.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have sympathy for women that I don't know about, but not in the sense of you showing yourself naked. I don't have no sympathy. Show your nakedness. We spoke on this on our HOE version. Like, get butt naked, do what you do. Because I'm a nigga that love the woman. I look at it as art.
Definitely.
I think you're beautiful. I want you naked. I don't want you hairy. Trim it down, make it look nice. But you feel me?
It look pretty.
But that's never here with them.
Man, okay. That's never you take me that, bro. You take me that.
I didn't mean to take that. I just wanted to dab on it a little bit.
Let me say this real quick, and then we can keep on going, because we ain't about to make this old sex podcast. But, you know, we got a sex podcast coming, you know, so y'all can know how we think in that department. But I just want to say, as I get older, I definitely fucking like toes now, bro. Like,
but you
like
have
older I
spoken
get, bro. Like, I fucking like toes. Like, I made sure to go to pussy high a little bit.
See, now we gotta stay on this, cause now I gotta say some shit about shit too.
You know what I mean? I really did that as I got older.
You know,
bro.
exactly.
Like,
now,
shit weird, bro.
I think we might have spoke on this before too. I don't really know, but I like toes too. I don't like females. I don't like females touching on my toes, and like I ain't really been a big person of having. But as far as a women's feet, I love women's feet. I love like massaging my girl feet and rubbing her feet, and I ain't got to the point of putting them in my mouth. But I am at the point where I rub them and I don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fall in love with that shit.
Yeah, I ain't made it to that level, man. I'm gonna make it that sooner or later because I'm like Pablo and you. I'm open to try.
I licked the toe.
Things to make my.
I licked it.
But no, I'm with you though. I am into it. I'm into pleasing the person I'm with. I definitely am.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It ain't pleasing, bro. Cause she ain't asked me or want that shit, bro. It's weird. Like it's in my fucking mind. Like I'm starting to like fucking toes now. I'm starting to like when bitches when they have the pretty feet and get their toes done.
I always like that.
You know.
I don't want a bitch with goddamn like knuckles and men feet.
We know somebody like that.
I know.
Hobbit.
You a
Hobbit feet.
But listen, you a fucked up dude, bro. But back to that could be another podcast because let's get back to the coronavirus. Like Cardi B thing, coronavirus.
This shit is real.
But to you, what would you do during your quarantine time? Well, how would you spend most of your time?
I would spend, like, both of y'all can vouch for this. I would spend my time how I always spend my time, man. I'm gonna be sitting on my motherfucking porch. You know, hopefully I got my essentials.
Your essentials definitely need that.
You know
your survival kit. We'll just call it that.
My survival kit, and I'm gonna be just fine, man.
I'm gonna be just fine.
But I'm not like everybody. Like, I'm not a person that needs a lot of attention. I'm not a person that, you know, seek it. You know what I mean? I really don't care, man. I be in my head more than anything. So
I feel it.
Shit, that'd be perfect for me. I'll be just fine.
For me, I need a few essentials. I need fucking Wi-Fi because I'm with Pablo. I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's how I spend most of my
it's
fucking
chemical
time.
warfare. They ain't got nothing to do with electricity.
You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In my quarantine lockdown time, and the reason I'm saying this is because I don't have Wi-Fi right now. We get that shit tomorrow. Yeah. So,
I see.
You feel me?
Just in case it cuts you off and you can't pay the bill. Yeah.
Let me have this show.
Facts.
Let me have this shit just in case they say, oh, don't worry, we paying the bill for you for the next couple of months until the quarantine. Yeah. I need that. I need internet. I need Wi-Fi. I need, to play the game. I need, for me personally, I need, like you said, my essentials, which for me is fucking weed. I need to be able to smoke. I need to be able to.
No weed for me, man.
I don't need a lot of alcohol, but
that's my essential.
I need beer. Yeah, exactly. I don't need heavy alcohol, but I need beer. Something that'll curb my edge. Yeah. Especially because I have kids, I need something to save them. Because people know me, man. I'll fuck around and snap. Yeah. I would love to have a little bay thing with me. While I'm in quarantine, you know what I'm saying? I would love to have a little boo thing that, you know what I'm saying? I can, because Pornhub can only do so much for me. And people know I'm a fan of Pornhub. I'm definitely a fan of Pornhub.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Like, what's the difference, bro? Like, you don't need that on your daily. So,
don't.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
You hit me with a tough question, bro. Because you're
You
right.
don't
I
listen
really,
to-
I don't need it on the daily. Especially you knowing me, I really don't
That's
need
what
it
I'm
on the
saying.
daily.
I'm
But
saying, fool.
I feel like, oh, all right. Let me tell you why. For people that don't know, I have been single.
Just in case you die.
Yeah, just in case we don't make it out.
Alright.
I have been single
That's it.
for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, Pablo know that.
Come love my little brother and my cousin. Man. You need some love, man.
You know that before the 3 years that I have been single, I was always in a relationship. It was all. We even tried to start a pact of not being in a relationship. Not even 2 months later, I was in a relationship. You feel me? And so, the reason I think I need a boo thing or a bae thing during the coronavirus, and I have a bae thing that I would love to be with during the coronavirus, but it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get into that. But
I didn't know that.
But what happened was because I have been single for a while, so I don't have a, and I haven't said this on the podcast, but I always tell like my younger people that I fuck with and people that there's nothing better than consistency. There's nothing better than a pussy that you can get consistently without having to worry about it. But me being in my single stage of my life for these last 3 years, I haven't had a consistent, you know what I'm saying, thing to go to. So if this coronavirus finna be serious, I'ma need something to, you know, to love up on during the coronavirus. So that's why I feel like I need that.
Just in case we gotta die together.
But you see that was like the last thing on my list of things that I needed. You feel me?
This bitch only needed this just in case he died.
Just in case I'm not gonna make it out. So before I need pussy, I still need
This nigga's cold-blooded, bro.
liquor, and I need my game more than. That's the sad part about it because I'm a heavy weed smoker, but I'm a heavy gamer more than.
This nigga need this game more than anything in life.
More than any game in my anime.
More
Them the
than
two
anything.
things I you know me, I survive off that.
Right.
You know for facts, I survive off of that.
That's what that's how we do. We
That's
got
how we
our
do.
different vices, but
Exactly.
you know what I
And
mean?
that's
As
one of
long
my
as we got
vices.
those essentials, bro, you know, we'll be good.
And I think
As
another.
long as my right arm ain't broke.
Exactly. And that's how I feel. Long if I
Yeah,
could,
man.
and like I said, Pornhub giving out free Pornhub, like the premium
Only in
edition.
Italy.
Yeah, but once we get locked
Fuck
down,
they do that shit
once we get
That shit started here, bitch.
no, but once we get locked down, believe me, it's gonna be free Pornhub. Everybody.
No. Fuck that. They did that shit in Italy. I want to see all these famous bitches that y'all got shit for in the files.
Mm-hmm.
Drop that shit.
Drop that shit.
Y'all still got it? I know they done paid
Man,
for it. I know they done paid for the ADNA. What
Yeah.
it's called? ADMA? What it's
Yeah,
called?
something like that.
Yes. I know they paid for it, bitch. Drop all that
Matter
shit
of
again.
fact, you fans only fans page bitches need
It's
to
free.
get that shit for free. Nigga, we in a pandemic. What do you hoes
Bitch,
this
you
charge
gonna die.
niggas? We might not make
Bitch,
it.
you was gonna die.
We might not make it.
Yes.
And you better not cough on your
Busting
shit.
her stuff for free.
that bitch
And everybody ain't busting up yet.
sick
Busting
to
open.
shit.
It's
She in there coughing and shit.
Bitch
Blowing out
running
dust and
and shit.
Coronavirus running from her pussy and shit. Like, but that's neither here nor there. I apologize, auntie. But I feel you. But that's the necessities that I need. Because, and the crazy part is, I know people is like, well, these niggas didn't say food or nothing. I'ma relay back to what I said earlier. I've been in the military. I honestly only probably eat once a day any fucking ways. And Pablo could attest that when I do finally eat, it's like 2 something in the fucking morning, 12 something, after I done smoked and got an appetite. I'm not a consumer of stuff like that.
You don't eat to eat.
I don't eat to just eat. I eat only when I need to eat. And so, you know, my sister was saying, like, she was saying that we gotta get all these girls. I said, I don't know why. I'm not gonna eat half the shit that you making anyways, cause I don't eat like that. I'm a simple nigga. I eat. Me and
it's too early
Pablo,
to buy it anyway.
man, me and Pablo will live off of egg sandwiches like a G.
Yeah.
Like niggas don't understand. Like nigga, I can live off the bare minimum of stuff, bro. Like that just, but like I said, it could be the military background, but I don't need to consume a lot of things. Like I said, give me some water, give me a little snack, something to just fill my stomach. And everybody know me, I'm a snacker. I like to eat candy and shit more than real food any fucking way.
Yeah, that dope boy meal.
Yeah, po' boy meals.
No, I mean a dope boy meal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
potato chip and the juice.
A juice. Bologna sandwich.
I know you trap that tease. Everybody ain't no motherfucking dope boy.
No, I'm just saying deciphering the dope boy meal, but they on, you know, at the corner store, potato chip, bag of potato chip.
Eat them dope boy meals. You might need them motherfuckers.
You might need them. So
but that was back
But
then,
that would be. But you know what? The crazy part is, but how I would want to spend my quarantine times, I would want to spend it with people that I enjoy. Like I wish we could like all just be in a big ass mansion and
Get on that Anne Frank shit.
Yeah, just be locked together with people that I really vibe with and
we
chill
could
with.
die, they catch us.
And exactly.
They catch us.
And, but if they do catch us, nigga, we going out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. So that's how I really would spend it. Like I would want to spend it with people that I enjoy doing things that I enjoy inside the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would spend my quarantine time.
Okay, guys. You know, I meant to like usually like you guys when I do this. I'm trying to wrap it because shit like niggas might catch this curfew, bro. You know what I mean?
But you know the crazy part, we've been doing pretty fucking good. It's only 10:16, so we actually came right in and got right to it.
Yeah.
For people don't know, before we get to a podcast, that's like a 3-hour session of
we do a podcast before we do a podcast.
Exactly, and we do, and then the crazy part, the podcast before the podcast probably be better than the actual fucking podcast.
Better.
But
we can say what we want to say.
We can say what we want to say, and it's just kind of like in the moment. Then when we get to the podcast, we're trying to think of all the good shit that we had, and of course we never can level up to the shit that we had before, man.
You can't compare to the lines, then.
And to the line, can't compare to the line, then. But anything else that we need to touch on? For us, coronavirus, we spoke on quarantine, we spoke on the curfew.
Spoke on conspiracies.
Conspiracies was Pablo.
Yeah.
Anything that we might have left out that you might know?
Pablo knew about this shit before.
Yeah,
whole America did.
We gotta give. I'm glad you said it. Let's give Pablo his flowers.
Been wearing masks, man.
But I want to give him his flowers because it sounds like we send him to his early grave. Let's give him his kudos because he was speaking about this whole thing way before he even became a big thing. We just never made a podcast about it, but he definitely wanted us to talk about it, and we didn't think it was that serious of a situation because it was in Wuhan, China, and it turned out, Pablo, you was right. So goddamn, bro, shout out to Pablo for being ahead on the game. You know what I'm saying about this shit.
Nah, but anything like I said, I was reading. I don't know if it's true or not, but you know about the you know, when I text y'all about the pilot and the flight attendant situation.
Never got it.
You never got it? Yeah.
He got it. He don't look at our text, man. He don't give a fuck.
No, but you know the crazy part, before you tell the story, when y'all was texting, it wasn't coming in a group message for my shit. When you would text me, and I could show you, it would only come under your name, Ralph. And then when Tara would text me, it would only come under his name. So I thought maybe we stopped the group messaging. Because it wasn't coming in the group message. That's why I was like, these niggas talking like, who the fuck is you talking to? Because I haven't responded to nothing, but you're answering all these questions. So that was weird too with my phone. I don't know, but
I run it to you.
But yeah, like how they treating the flight attendants. I know their job is not as highly, you know, comparison to a flight. You know,
pilot.
Yeah, a pilot. But as far as what they giving them, as far as they leave, as a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month unpaid leave. But the flight pilot, they get at least 60 to 70% of the base pay. I don't know if it's throughout the month or throughout the week, but you know. That's been going on. So
I mean, like you said, like we had a conversation through the group chat.
Yeah.
And what you did say is shit. They don't deserve it because they don't really do shit. And shit, my rebuttal was they're the motherfuckers that's on the front lines with these motherfuckers bring them on the plane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they can get affected before the shit. The pilots go in their cabin, close the door, they ain't got to see nobody. So they are at the most risk. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like the same conversation people have about running backs and quarterbacks. At the end of the fucking day, you know what I mean? Like the quarterback is way more important and gonna have the most longevity. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a million fucking flight attendants, but it's not gonna be a million fucking pilots.
Yeah, that's exactly true though.
Is now my question for you: is it certain airlines that's doing this,
It was,
or is it all airlines?
I believe it was started out with 2 airlines right now.
Okay.
I think it was like
Because
USA Air.
They definitely deserve to get paid, but shit.
But I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, give them something, not no just unpaid
So
leave.
they go to extra hustle and
you
make
know what
up
I'm
the
saying?
balance, man.
And then tell them that, y'all can still keep y'all travel benefits. I'm like, what the fuck is a travel? Everything's locked down, bro. Fuck a travel benefit.
Yeah, but you know what? The one thing that people too that gotta realize, like the flight attendants and other people that's
like the hotel workers.
This let you know how valuable you are to these people, man.
Exactly.
So now you have to look in the mirror and say, is this company really worth me giving myself 18, 20 years to, and they don't even care about me? This, like, in the time of adversity, it shows you who really cares and it shows you what your value is.
Exactly.
So, to all the flight attendants, you know, I got friends that's flight attendants and people that I know do, you know, this is the perfect time for you to realize that maybe you need to get out of this field and go into a field that, no, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Because of purpose in your life.
No, but I feel like I'm with y'all. I feel it's fucked up. I feel like any job you do, it don't matter if it's the easiest job. That's not, you still need me, bitch. That's why you have this position.
Exactly.
So I feel like any job should have some kind of, especially when you're working for a corporation that makes billions of dollars.
Exactly.
There's no reason why you can't pay for me to survive.
And you've been making billions of dollars.
And like they should at least give them something and then have a cutoff point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, that lets you know that these motherfuckers don't care about us or them or whoever. People don't. The rich don't give a fuck about the poor until it affects their money.
Exactly.
The
CEO.
If you don't know that,
don't give a fuck.
if you don't know that by now, bro, you're fooling your fucking self, bro. You can go ahead and give your life to all these companies and give all your hard earning, but guess what? While you working hard, the person that owns that company is living on vacation, trip, and don't even know what you're putting in.
Exactly.
So you got to know your value. That kind of, you know, and shout out to all.
That's universal.
Yeah, and that's universal. But shout out to the flight attendants and shout out to anybody that's still working when we're in the pandemic, bro. You know, because there's a lot of people that still have to work, even though
all these people.
Even though there's a pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
You still have to go to work.
They can't just lock themselves in the house with a
bunch
of tissues.
It's a curfew. T's gonna have to stay tonight with the guy tonight, man, because it's 10:30, bro. Ain't no way he can, you know, flip that, man. But we love y'all, man. You know what I mean? I think this was a dope ass podcast, man. We try to inform y'all. Y'all think I know this ain't my job.
No, you're doing it perfect.
You know what I mean? But this nigga ain't trying to cut it.
No, but I want to shout out. I want to say a couple of things. Start following us on Anchor. It's a free app. It's a podcast exclusive for podcasts. We're gonna start doing it, but it's only sound. Check us out. It's like an audio book. You can listen to it
now.
We're recording right now. You can listen to us on that if you can't watch the video. Shout out to everybody that's still following us. Shout out to everybody who's going to future follow us. Shout out to all the people that I love. Shout out to my kids, man, during this time. Shout out to anybody that we know, man.
Shout out to everybody that love me. And if you're a soldier, nigga, put on your soldier.
Exactly. And shout out to the soldier. And hey, anybody trying to be locked up with a nigga for the quarantine time, as far as they, holla at your boy. You know where to find me.
We got this back.
U2S Media.